What is up, scary Fluffbird fans? I don't know how nobody's done like a showcase on Monarch Reimu. I know Mr. Rhino did a video on Reimu, but he didn't do like a Monarch or anything. Of course, I don't got Monarch on her already, but we're just gonna do a King's Burden. What's that right there? A decent amount of range. It's not the best, but you know, with the DPS she comes with, it's kind of worth it. 55k to max out. And then her passives are, the first one is after attacking 20 times, this unit will gain a new attack layer. These layers will drop when there's no target, up to 3 layers. And each layer is like another beam of her attack. So she'll do like 3 times her damage. And then this unit attacks on a 0.2 SPA. Or no, she gets max layers after attacking for 8 seconds. But then like the second she stops attacking, she will drop them. And then it does say full AoE, but it's only where she's attacking. I think I have to turn on my effects for you to see it, but there, yeah, see the talisman, it's always where she's shooting. I'd say it's like a line AoE. That's her attack. And then the second passive is dodges all attacks. Still, she gets debuffed by energy drain and like the range debuff like in the new AOT stages. So you're gonna have to bring like a debuff cleanser like Aladdin, and that's kind of like the only one because she attacks so fast that she gets debuffed so quick. Like you need Aladdin to constantly buff her again. That is the only downside, is that anything that where she gets debuffed, you gotta like you gotta have Aladdin, or maybe a Astolfo with the magic book, but I don't know if that's how the book works. But here we go, we're gonna upgrade her 55k like I said. There's the max 6.4k DPS, which, if you're just looking at this picture, some people might think she's bad, like if they don't read the passives. But you just times the DPS by 5, so she's actually doing 32k DPS. And then as long as you have the max buff, she's attacking for 8 seconds straight, she gets max layers, she'll be doing, it's 96k DPS. Like, let me just summon an enemy just to show it. Let me do like 1,000. I don't really know the modifiers or like the HP, but let me just see how much HP has. 6 million. See, that's just 1 layer, and then she's up to 2 now. Just like, look how fast she's killing them, and now she's at max layers. Like, yeah, that is 90k DPS right there. And then her active ability is a 200-second cooldown, but it gives her 10 seconds of 4 layers, which the 4 layers actually do shoot in all directions. But it's only for 10 seconds, and it's just such a huge cooldown. The only good thing for it is, like, if you want to get max damage output on a boss, like, pop it the second they walk out, so then you can already be at like 3 layers. Or like in a situation like this where the boss is tanking and all these other units are here, she's going to kill him anyways, but if you really wanted to, you could do it and it takes them all out. It still kind of does less damage to him. Like, he's taking like less damage because the talisman are going everywhere, and then once she locks back in on him, it does more. Like, it does more. So yeah, I feel like that's all I really needed to show. That's her, Monarch Reimu. I will get her with Monarch for real. I do think you should roll on her, like, if you don't have anybody else to roll on that's like, godly tier. Like, if you don't already have like Baiken or Sun Jinwoo, or maybe you got Rogita. Like, if you're going to get somebody who's Monarch, like if you're going to get Monarch on somebody, like, get somebody that's good with it, or maybe like Monarch reliant like Kaguya or Rogita. But besides that, I do think she's worth it. Once I get Sakia, I will do a Sakia showcase with Monarch. Hopefully I actually have it, and it's not just King's Burden. So if you made it this far, thank you, first of all. And second, please go down, like, subscribe. The goal is 1,000 subs. Please help me get there. Be one of the first 1,000. And then, of course, comment something positive. With that, I hope you guys have a good day. And if it's night, Have a good night. It's Scary Fluff Bird out.